I thank the President of the Republic of Chile and now welcome as our next speaker His Excellency Taye Akeselasi Amde, President of the Federal Republic of Ethiopia.
Excellencies, heads of state and governments, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to thank His Excellency President Lula da Silva and Madam Deputy Secretary General for convening this meeting as we look forward for a much anticipated COP30 in Belém, Brazil. Ethiopia, together with other African Union and African countries, had the honor of hosting the second climate summit early this month. The summit, involving nearly 25,000 participants from all over the stakeholders, was a successful event that sets out Africa climate priorities. The outcome declaration encompasses a commitment that Africa is not merely a victim of climate change, but a proactive force in developing innovative and sustainable solutions. I thank the organizers for this opportunity to share the main outcomes of the African Climate Summit as reflected in the Addis Ababa Declaration. It is our hope and expectation that these main deliverables will be taken up and mainstreamed into the outcomes of the Belém Declaration. Excellencies, Africa's priorities are clear: to accelerate progress toward the Paris Agreement targets and within the framework of the common but differentiated responsibility, the continent is determined to take bold steps. Among them is the establishment of an African Climate Facility and an African Climate Innovation Compact, which are designed to mobilize $50 billion annually in a Catholic finance. This effort will help champion homegrown solutions, accelerate innovations, and scale climate action across communities. Equally important is our ambition to position Africa as a global hub for low-carbon manufacturing and green intra-African trade by advancing along a green-first pathway to economic growth. At the same time, the continent is committed to scaling up investment in renewable energy with a collective goal of reaching 300 gigawatts of installed capacity by 2030. This ambition is not only about reducing emissions, it is about creating jobs, ensuring universal energy access, and laying the foundation for a more resilient and inclusive economy. Africa also resolved to manage its mineral resources responsibly, particularly in critical minerals that are indispensable for sustainable growth and a just energy transition. The implementation of the African Green Mineral Strategy will be central to this. Furthermore, combating desertification and advancing land restoration remain high priorities. Programs such as the Great Green Wall, the African Forest Landscape Restoration Initiative, Ethiopia's Green Legacy Initiative, and the Central Africa Forest Initiative provide concrete pathways for restoring degraded ecosystems and securing livelihoods. I would like to mention that we have spent close to $20 billion for the Ethiopian Green Legacy Initiative. This is indeed a bold measure, an initiative that didn't wait other financiers and contributors. Excellencies, food security also remains a pressing priority. The Addis Ababa Declaration called for tangible contribution in this area and for the implementation of the Secretary General's appeal from the Addis Ababa UN Food Systems Stocktake Summit. Effective global solidarity is essential if we are to build a food secure and climate resilient future supported by the necessary financial resource and technological innovation. In this regard, I commend Brazil for the innovative measures it is pursuing through the Global Alliance Against Hunger and Poverty launched under its G20 presidencies. Excellencies, finally, Africa extends an invitation to our friends. Work with us. but our journey forward will neither be dictated by the timid nor constrained by the doubtful. The destiny of Africa rests in the hands of Africa, and our commitment is now. In Belém, Brazil, will play our rightful role to bridge differences and foster new commitments and actionable targets. In this regard, we stand with our Brazilian brothers and sisters to the successful hosting of the COP30, and I thank you, Madam Chair.
I thank the President of the Federal Democratic Republic of Ethiopia, and our next speaker is His Excellency Luong Kuong, State President of the Socialist Republic of Vietnam.